Hello internet! Wow, an actual video that I'm making. Who knew? So I have been a little bit absent from my YouTube channel lately because of NaNoWriMo and me working a lot, and between the two, half the time I don't know what day it is, and so I keep forgetting to make videos on the day I'm supposed to make videos. Today I'm going to be doing the Never Will I Ever book tag. I saw this tag on Megan Precourt's channel and thought it looked like a lot of fun, so I decided that I wanted to do it. This tag was created by Kevin over at The Irish Reader, so I will link his original video down in the description, and I'm going to get started. So the first question is, never will I ever ship this. Pick a book or book series OTP that you will never ship. So my answer for this is going to have some spoilers for the ACOTAR series by Sarah J. Maas. So if you have not read this series, including both books, if you haven't read both books, pause this video and skip ahead until you don't see me holding up this book anymore. Basically, I hate Tamlin. I hated him from the very first book. A lot of people liked him in the first book. I absolutely hated him. I didn't really like any of the romantic interests in the first book, Tamlin or Rhysand, and I just think that Tamlin is a horrible person. He is emotionally abusive, and honestly, I like Rhys better in the second book, but I still am not as big of a fan of his as a lot of people are. A lot of people probably aren't gonna like me for that, but I don't care. That's just how I feel. This series is okay, it's not one of my favorites, but I will never ever be able to ship Tamlin with anyone because of how emotionally abusive he is. But especially Feyre, because that is the ship that a lot of people shipped together in the first book. No. The second question is, never will I ever forget this ending. Choose a book or book series ending that you will never forget in a good or bad way. For me, that's probably the ending of Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas, which is the 5th book in the Throne of Glass series and the most recent book that has come out in the Throne of Glass series. And I'm not gonna say anything spoilery, but I will just say that this book ended on such a huge cliffhanger, and I don't want to wait a whole year until we get the 6th and final book. It's driving me crazy. I want to know what happens. This isn't my favorite book in that series, it's just the way it ended, just ugh. The third question is, never will I ever get over this character's death. Pick a character death from a book or book series that you will never stop mourning. So again, there will be spoilers for this answer if you have not read Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. So if you haven't read it, pause the video and skip ahead until you no longer see me holding up this book. And there were a lot of people that died in this book. There were a lot of character deaths in Harry Potter in general, but the one that I think really got to me the worst was Fred Weasley. Just because the Weasley twins are some of the best characters in the series, and the fact that one of them has died breaks my heart. And plus, I just love the Weasley family, and just I don't think I'm ever gonna get over the fact that Fred died. Probably never. The fourth question is, never will I ever stop crying over this book. Pick a book or book series that you will always cry over in a good or bad way. This is gonna come as no surprise to you if you watch my channel, but definitely the Harry Potter series by J.K. Rowling, because this book is basically my childhood and is just a huge influence on my life, and I really just need to make a video about this one day. But Harry Potter. The fifth question is, never will I ever read this book or book series. Pick a book or series that you will never read. I don't really have like a good explanation for this, but the series I chose is the Fifth Wave series by Rick Yancey, and I think I've mentioned this in another tag video with a similar kind of question before, and I don't know what it is, I'm just not interested in this series at all. I know that a lot of people really like it, but I just don't care to ever read it, and I know that if I were to buy the first book, I would probably never get to it, so I'm just not gonna bother trying. The sixth question is, never will I ever stop raving about this book or series. Pick a book or series that you will never stop raving about or recommending. Lately, it's been the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. I have been telling pretty much all of my friends that they need to read this series, and some of them are, which makes me really, really happy, and so that is kind of my answer for that. But a good runner-up is the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan, because I devoured those books and they were just so much fun, and I also like to recommend those, but most people have read those by now, so I don't recommend it as often. But I definitely do if they haven't read it already. The 7th question is, never will I ever lend this book or series out to a friend. Pick a book or series that you will never let someone borrow. For me, like, I've always tried to be really good about lending my books out to people that I trust with my books, because I like it when people take my book recommendations. But probably if I have a book that is signed, I will not lend it out to you, because A, it's a signed book, and B, I went through an experience with that book of going and meeting the author and having those memories attached to that book, and I'm probably not going to lend that book out. I do have some signed books that I didn't meet the author to get signed, I just bought them signed, but if it's signed, I'm probably not going to lend it out to you. Sorry. And the last question is, never will I ever not tag you. Now, you were supposed to tag 3 people to do this tag, so I am really bad at tagging people. I'm going to tag my friend Brittany, who I've tagged before. She doesn't have a booktube channel, she just has an overall vlog channel where she talks about a variety of things, but she's awesome, she loves to read, and I think that she would have fun with this tag. So, Brittany, I tag you. And I'm also going to tag Morgan over at the YA Wizard, because I think that this tag is something that she would really enjoy doing. So, Morgan, you are also tagged. And for number 3, I was trying to think of someone to tag, so I just decided to tag you, the viewer. If you are watching this and this sounds like something that you would enjoy doing, go do this tag. I'm going to leave all the questions down below. And if you do this tag, let me know in the comments so that way I can go watch it, because I like watching tag videos. So that's it for this video, and I will see you guys next time with another video.